in that, of course, magically the chairs will appear right behind us. Please take a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, while we sit down for a Q&A, everybody has a mic with us? Every mic's on and working hopefully? Yes? Alright, Rishi, I'm gonna have to start with you. We do know that the series is based on true events. The characters are, of course, inspired more on real life wildlife writers. How would you maintain the balance of fact and fiction while crafting the story? Was this inspired by true events? You know, it can be extremely tricky.
Yes. So, I mean, look, as Manish mentioned, the research process is very elaborate, and that's from anything that the audience will experience while watching the 8th episode. I experienced over 2 years while I was researching. So it's a slow burn for me, and a slow realization. And as I gather all of that information, I literally just take the moments that I responded so viscerally to as a human being, and I channel that into the series, basically. So obviously I curate what to do, what to use, and what not to use. This is a fictionalized dramatization of true events. It's inspired by the big television case in history. Many characters are amalgamations, and some of them are correct. I will say generally, I will do character extrapolations in backgrounds of characters, personal stories, which are based on educated guesses, and I try not to veer away from the criminal aspect because I cannot. There's a lot of strange things in culture you'll see as the episodes go. They get faster paced and faster paced. And the scenes get crazier, and I cannot make some of the premises up. They're just too strange.
Well, thank you for that. I'm going to add another question to you and not be unfair to anybody else on this panel. I hope you don't mind. But I want to ask you, casting stories are my favorite. So please tell us how these two gentlemen arrived at the sea or in the forest.
Honestly, it was a very straightforward process of auditioning. And all of these actors, Nisha, Roshan, Yugandhu, the audition, they all surpassed my expectation of what I thought they could do with these roles. And when I look at this too, I look at it as we are going into film. And so we're going to be there for several months together. We're going to be leashes. We're going to be in environments where elements come and go, and we can't meet them. But we have to have a certain type of personality that's intrepid. And so it's not just the talent, it's also, are you ready to go on a real event? Because we're going to be unknown on this project.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for that, Roshan. Because first we're talking about taking you to the jungle, let me ask you. Your role is modeled on real life wildlife. You know that is totally released. Do you want to talk to us about the preparation? Maybe some of those niches he was referring to already?
Sorry, I didn't get the last sentence.
Maybe, you know, the niches that he was referring to mentioned. I don't know what might have happened in the jungle.
Yeah, no, I'll leave this to later. But the person who I actually placed on is somebody who works at the Wildlife Trust of India, still. He's one of the most interesting people that I've met in life. He's also somebody who's a treasure trove as far as an actor who is looking to portray him as a character in a piece or in a project is concerned. There's so much there. After my first conversation with him, very luckily immediately found a connect. He's also from the same part of Kerala roughly where I come from. The language that we speak, dialect is very similar. Except this area of expertise of his, wildlife crime or wildlife conservation is something that I obviously do not have that much knowledge about what he does. And he has a great understanding of social political scenarios. Very he works in Delhi, but he knows everything that's going on everywhere. So after my first interaction with him, which was a long phone call, I called Rishi up and I asked Rishi I said, I feel like we should have a personal approach to this, try and understand the man from the inside rather than try and portray him from outside. And Rishi said, yeah, that's exactly how I wanted to go about it. And that is what I tried to do. I tried to understand the man. I tried to understand the reasons he had for doing the things that he does. I tried to understand where he gets this passion from and where he finds his satisfaction from. Because it's not like he gets celebrated or glorified. There's no glory that comes to them. There's no reward that comes to them. In this particular incident that we're representing, he's wanted to technically not be part of the team. Maybe somebody comes up with that part. So that for me was very interesting. To find out what drives a man to do something like that. And the reasons we make that
Well, thank you so much. Delivery services for you, I think it will be nice for you to tell us how easy or difficult was the management had for you.
No, it was actually process because honestly, this is a fantastic theater, and it was actually a well researched script. It's a fantastic script, watertight script, and my character is Neil Bennett, who is actually who's a field director in Canada Forest Department, and as well as an ex-engineer man. So he is actually he is making this thing, he is leading the team, but he is making it on his own terms. And and he is actually he knows the because the whole everything is based on the code of fantasy universe. So it was there. So he knows how to deal with those areas. So it's fantastic. And but it is a dramatization and visualization of because we are making a crime picture. It is a crime. It is a fun series also to watch, and because there are a lot of awareness, there are a lot of different issues, and but at the same time, it's an entertainment series. So it has a narrative. So there are a lot of moments that, and my character is going to be real life character. I never met that person in my life. I thought we talked about it. And but the thing is that it was just one reality that whatever question I used to have, one answer is from this. Because it's sorted, it's done. So what I need to do is to catch the soul of the character rather than not to imitate or be that character, be a human being. So it was a fantastic process. Environment, so many other good actors besides you and fantastic crew. So and as a process is so interesting, so अब कैरेक्टर को पकड़े
बहुत अच्छा। सर आपके बारे में तो इतना ही कहूँगी कि आप हमेशा ये करते हो, लेकिन इस बार ही ये मौका आपने हमें दिया है, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। अभियान की डिलीवरी सर्विस once again, thank you. Sushant, this is for you. You've often spoken, actually we've often spoken about finding you're creating compelling stories and offering shows and movies that resonate with viewers. But here's my question to Portia. What will make it such a compelling one? Because this word compelling has not left the room since we started talking about the show.
I hope it never leaves.
Amen.
What did everybody think of the trailer? Can I get a reaction, please? I didn't get the answer. I think this is, master craftsman that Rishi is. I think audiences are in for, as Vipin rightly pointed out, it is with a method that will provoke, inspire, and force you to act. But at the same time, it is a crime drama. It's a crime thriller, ecstasy thriller that is riveting from start to finish. Right? So it is, when we think about how we program our shows and movies on Prime Video, we are always looking for, shows that are entertaining, obviously, first and foremost, but at the same time, leave something behind, right? It can inspire you, it can provoke you, it can make you reflect, it can make you reimagine your own personal life or your relationships, and be the force of change is something that we take a lot of pride in. And with Fortune, I think we have, if I may say so, the perfect combination of being beautifully, entertaining, but at the same time deeply inspiring. This is a topic that I think we all have sort of hold to, but the manner in which it's been brought to life as a dramatic telling, I think makes it something that I think is going to be a conversation driver. It's going to be talked about, not just in the US, globally. So we thought of February all over the world, and I cannot wait for it to go out.
Too late. You can't do this. Sitting right next to you, the 15th, and you're asking me to wait. Because Alia, we have no choice at this point.
But my question, of course, is to you now I'm sorry, I'll do this all over again, okay? Actor, entrepreneur.
You have to stop, you're just like troubling me now.
No, but here's my question to you. I would love to know your thoughts and vision as a producer and an EP for Mocha.
My thoughts,
Vision?
my vision, my vision, the vision is there. It's in front of us. I would say my feelings, my emotions, my excitement for the world to see. The vision, actually, I would say collectively with the team, and a moment for Amazon here, just because they are such a fabulous platform. They give that reach to a show like Poacher. From the very beginning, the first time we all got onto a marketing call, the feeling was, yeah, just go genuine, just go real. The show will do its talking. इससे marketing करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है ऐसे. Just let the content do the talking, and it's doing it. I think you just call me like I think it's green mascot for y'all right now to just say this louder and louder. But Poacher releases is out in the world on the 23rd of Feb, and the vision is out there for the world to see.
Thank you. Thank you so much for adding your weight, your voice, and your love to that. That brings me to Manish. Hi Manish, how are you doing? Well, I want to ask you, when Richie first came to you with Poacher, you kind of briefly mentioned in the start, but let's go to that. How did you actually get associated?
So before I get to the how, I want to tell you the why. Okay, our appetite for this scrumptious dish called Poacher comes from four very simple but very important ingredients. There's one Emmy award-winning, one portion of an Emmy award-winning director, one portion of an Oscar-winning production company, one portion of a national award-winning executive producer, and a very, very, very generous portion of the stellar star cast that we have in the cast. Like that's really what, and why, this is something that we're so excited about. So it was a no-brainer. It was not something that one of us had to put too much of a mind to. It really was a no-brainer. Now let me come to the how. We call ourselves story chasers. We can do anything and everything to chase good stories. This is about a year ago in London, exactly a year ago in London. I had a really short window to meet Richie in this neighborhood called Shoreditch. And because I had to get all the way across London through traffic at a particular time, I managed to get to him 2 tube journeys and 2 bus journeys later, and I met Richie. And then, we had this long conversation, a really heartwarming breakfast, and then we just knew that this is something that had to be done. And so I think that was the first thing that we did. The second was, I will believe our conversation with Ray and Sean, who are the producers of the show. It's not just about Amazon selecting a show like Poacher, but I think it's also the producers selecting a platform and a service like Amazon. And I think there are a few things that work for both of us and why this is such a beautiful marriage of sorts. We've been doing this for now about 8 years in this country. We serve content in 10 languages. We've been the first ones to go deep into this country, penetrate with all these languages, films, shows, and taking up all this content globally, right? So the discussions initially were a lot around how do we take a multilingual show and give it all its worth. And that's really where we came in. So we have a fantastic creator, and as a service, what we could do to it, not just in India and take it deep into India and globally, was really brought this whole thing together. I think the show again is very engaging. It's a relatable show about human emotions, that's all the things that I have to say. I have a lot more, but more stories for some other time.
Well, thank you each of you for being so kind and patient with your answer to my somewhat obvious questions, but we must, because fashion